Hello everyone. Today we are going to master one of the most important concepts in maths: time, speed and distance. In this video, I'll show you a simple way to understand time, speed and distance and how to remember formulas so that you'll never forget it, along with solving different problems. So make sure you stay till the end and don't miss the most important concept. Think about a car driving down a highway. How fast it's going, how long it's been driving, and how far it has traveled are all mathematically connected. Let's break down each component one by one. First, before getting in formulas and the concepts, let's talk about speed. Speed is defined as how fast an object is moving. It tells us the rate at which an object covers distance. The faster the speed, the more distance is covered in less time. We often measure speed in kilometers per hour or meters per second. It's all about distance divided by time. Next is distance. Distance is the total length of the path traveled by an object. Imagine walking from your home to school. The length of that specific path is your distance. Common units include meters and kilometers. In the formula, distance is the product of speed and time. Finally, we have time. Time is how long it takes to cover a certain distance. It is the duration of the journey. Without time, there is no movement to measure. We measure time in seconds, minutes, or hours. Now, how do we put these three together? Introducing the magic triangle. This simple tool helps you remember all three formulas at once. To find distance, you cover d and see s and t next to each other. So, distance equals speed times time. To find speed, cover s. You're left with d over t. Thus, speed equals distance divided by time. And to find time, cover t. You get d over s. Time equals distance divided by speed. Simple, right? Now that we have the formulas, let's solve a real-world problem together to see how it works. Here's our example. A car travels at a constant speed of 60 kilometers per hour for 3 hours. How far did it go? Step 1. Identify what we know. We know the speed is 60 kilometers per hour and the time is 3 hours. Step 2. Identify what we need to find. The question asks for the distance. Looking at our triangle, to find distance, we use the formula distance equals speed times time. Now plug in the numbers. Distance equals 60 kilometers per hour multiplied by 3 hours. 60 times 3 is 180. So the car traveled a total distance of 180 kilometers. Notice how the hours units cancel out, leaving us with kilometers. Always check your units. This isn't just for school. GPS apps use these exact calculations to tell you when you'll arrive at your destination. Of course, in real life, speed often changes. We call this average speed when we look at the whole trip. Average speed is simply the total distance divided by the total time taken for the entire journey. Sometimes you'll need to convert units, like kilometers per hour to meters per second. A quick trick: to convert kilometers per hour to meters per second, just multiply by 5 over 18. Try it next time. A common mistake is mixing units, like using minutes with kilometers per hour. Don't do that. Always make sure your time unit matches the time unit in your speed. It keeps your math accurate. Let's do a quick mental quiz. If you run 100 meters in 10 seconds, what is your speed? Did you get 10 meters per second? Correct. 100 divided by 10 gives us 10. One more. If a cyclist travels at 5 meters per second for 20 seconds, how far do they go? That's 100 meters. 5 times 20 equals 100. You're getting the hang of this. How about this? If a bus travels 300 kilometers at a constant speed of 60 kilometers per hour, how long is the trip? The answer is 5 hours. 300 divided by 60 equals 5. Excellent work. Last challenge. A drone flies at 20 meters per second for exactly 1 minute. What distance does it cover? Remember, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 60 times 20 is 1200 meters. You're a pro now. Let's recap. Speed is distance over time. Distance is speed multiplied by time. And time is distance divided by speed. The magic triangle is your best friend here. Always double check your units before starting your calculations to avoid easy errors. These basics are the foundation for engineering, aerospace, and even sports science. Keep practicing with different problems, and soon these formulas will be second nature to you. Thanks for joining our lesson today. Feel free to rewatch any section if you need a refresher. Great job today. See you in the next lesson where we'll dive even deeper into maths. Goodbye.